Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 11th to the 17th of June 2018. We begin the week coming into the dark moon before the new moon in Gemini on Wednesday. But we have a little bit of activity that's going to take us deeper. So on Monday, Mercury transitions from Gemini to Cancer. So we start to feel the tone behind the words that we speak and that others speak to us. We'll probably start communicating with more feeling and communicating our emotions themselves. Shining the light of the conscious mind onto how we're feeling, making that connection between our thoughts and feelings, is the job of Mercury in Cancer. So many people are reporting at the moment a sense of lack of direction and confusion, not knowing where they're going, not knowing what steps to take, and that's all good because we've got so many big retrogrades going on at the moment. The only direction is really inwards. So turning that bright conscious mind of Mercury inwards to our cellular knowing, to clear out the false emotions, the programming, the conditioning, and to align with the real feeling, the depth of what we're thinking and what we're saying and what that's creating. So in this dark moon period it can be very still, it can be very centred. So if you're feeling confusion or lack of direction, then go inwards, recenter, have a look at what you really feel, what really matters to you, and reconnect to that inner space. By Tuesday, at the other end of Cancer, Venus moves from Cancer into Leo. So this is going to feel a little bit brighter, even though we're still in the dark moon phase. But going from Cancer to Leo, there's a sense of dramatic flair. So connecting with our artistry, allowing that to flourish, but connecting to the message of the art, the alchemy of it. When we're creating something, what effect does it have? What change does it bring? Venus in Leo likes to raise our confidence, to help us shine more brightly. So looking at our worth, looking at our talents, looking at what we've got to give and why. And anywhere where we're blocking ourselves, where we're not confident, where we're not radiating our creativity, is a valuable practice for Tuesday. Then on Wednesday we have a new moon at 20:43 UK time at 22 degrees Gemini. So everything brightens up by Wednesday evening as we've gone in and explored our inner landscape at the beginning of the week. And Gemini is very much about shifting things from one form to another, about manifestation and positive change. So under this new moon in Gemini we've got the opportunity to refresh our relationships, because Gemini is the lovers in tarot. So how we relate to others. With Mercury gone into Cancer, we can relate more deeply, we can be more emotive, more empathetic, actually listen to each other, where we're coming from, what we really mean, speak more truthfully and deeply. We can declutter our minds, not just speak for the sake of it. Take a break from communication maybe, to have a look at where we're really coming from. Clear out erroneous thoughts, repetitive thoughts that cause patterns of behaviour, then solidify in our lives. So the feeling here is to fly light and free, to liberate ourselves, to liberate others, to get back into flow, manifestation, being in the stream of the present, what we're thinking and feeling, and therefore what we're calling in. And anything that's too dense can now be released. So under the 2-week window of this new moon we can have a look at where are our mental and emotional blocks to manifesting. We can ask questions and receive the answers in our intuition, getting out of the mind somewhat, and listening to our intelligence, to seek awareness, to release the mental emotional blocks. We can actually ask, can you show me where I'm blocked? Can you show me the thoughts, beliefs, where I'm restricting myself? And then use the conscious mind to explore that base belief. Is it even true? So a wonderful practice on Thursday is to actually turn our conscious mind, to listen to our intuition, to ask to be shown the blocks, and then to weed out any repetitive thoughts, false narrative, so that we can flow more freely. Our emotional body can be a compass, so sometimes to do a scan of your body, where do you feel anxiety, where do you feel that block? Because anything that's anxious or dense is a repressed emotion. with Mercury in Cancer, we can go and explore that. So first of all, allowing it and feeling it, then observing it with little attachment other than the intention to bring that to conscious awareness. This is always a great practice, but very blessed under these particular stars. So to realise and release, gentle operation, soul searching, inward direction, to bring up any limitations, any habits, and any false beliefs, to be able to release them. If we do this on a daily basis, it gets easier and easier. We're actually getting the mind to work for us. So once you examine a false belief and you realise it's false, then you can't hold on to it anymore, and it melts away. Taking the seed of awareness of why you believe that in the first place, by all means, but then realising and promising yourself that you're not going to think like that anymore, that it just doesn't sustain, allows that release process to happen. We start to see the results very quickly once we use this as a daily practice. Venus in Leo then bringing up our confidence to actually express our true selves, our creativity, express from the heart, brings a sense of boldness and natural radiance. So a really big week for changing our attitude, for not running in the stream of consciousness, but to stop long enough to observe. Using the new moon in Gemini to be able to change from one state to another, to be able to align the mind, give it a job to do, piercing conscious light into the subconscious realms, observing our thoughts, more importantly connecting to our intuition and our feelings, cleansing any blocks, and then being able to express from a purer place. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. It's always good to have a look at where all of these energies are happening in your own chart. That's really what astrology is, to be able to harness the energy and where it is for you. So for example, I have Gemini high at the top of my chart. It's the stars that were shining brightly above me when I was born, the stars that I'm reaching for, but also what I have to give, to contribute to the world. So knowing this, I can actually harness the energies of the new moon on a very personal level and revitalise that part of my chart, that part of my life. So I am reaching out for creative collaborations, any combination where my talents and your talents can come together, whether it's creating products or workshops, and especially creative events. So if you would like to co-create something with me, then please do get in contact, as there are many ways that astrology can work in the world, whether it's the yoga world, whether it's events, whether it's products and gift making, the birthday, weddings and summer party environment, whether it's in artistry or coaching. I'm very open to hearing all of your ideas. So if you'd like to find out where these stars are happening for you, then I am available one-to-one and over Skype for a personal soul plan reading, or for empowerment coaching if you're ready to release some of your blocks. So for any of that, or to see my online courses or my up-and-coming events, then please do check my website www.astrozo.com, or come find me on Instagram, ZoeHines7, or email me, zoehines7@gmail.com.